Good evening, children. Welcome back to your English class. Children, it's a short video. In this short video, I'm going to discuss the literary devices used in the poem Amanda. First of all, I'll give you a brief description about the rhyme scheme of the poem. Okay, children, in this poem, each of the stanzas spoken by Amanda's mother follows the same rhyme scheme. Since the last word of the first, second and fourth lines are same, that is Amanda. So just have a look at the first stanza, children. In the first stanza, 4 lines are there. First line, second line and the fourth line. The same word is repeated. The last word of the first, second and fourth line are same. Which word is repeated there? The word Amanda. Okay. So we can say, or we can mark the letter A in order to find the rhyme scheme. Let's first of all write, or you can underline the word Amanda. 3 lines are there. There you can mark A for the first line, B, not a B, children, for the second line again A, and for the last line there you can mark A. Then what about the third line? The last word is straight. There you can mark B. So what's the rhyme scheme of the first stanza? A, B, A. Then the second stanza, that is what is the lines given in the parentheses. There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. So the last word, first line, last word, underline that word sea. Then again me and blissfully, see, me, blissfully. It consists of 3 rhyming lines each. So there you can mark C. So we can say the rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, A, C. That's the rhyme scheme of the poem. Or these rhyme scheme can be seen throughout the poem. Okay, for the stanzas given in the parentheses, the rhyme scheme is C, and the others, the first stanza, in the third stanza, and in the fifth stanza, the same word Amanda is repeated. So the rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, A, C. Hope you understood the rhyme scheme used in the poem. Okay, so the rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, A, C. Now let's discuss the other poetic devices used in the poem. The first one is anaphora. You are very familiar with the anaphora. What's it, children? Anaphora is a poetic device in which a word or group of words is usually repeated at the beginning of sentences or at the beginning of the lines or clauses to create a special effect. So here is the example for anaphora. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. So which word is repeated, children? The word don't is repeated. Then one more example is there in the given poem. Listen. See the third stanza. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? 2 words are repeated. In the first line, did you, and in the second line, the same word did you is repeated. That is what is anaphora. So what do you mean by anaphora, children? Anaphora is a poetic device in which a word or a group of words is usually repeated at the beginning of sentences or lines or clauses to create a special effect. That's anaphora. See the example. Then repetition. What do you mean by repetition? Poets often repeat single words or phrases, lines, and sometimes even whole stanzas at intervals to create a musical effect. That is what is repetition. Then the example for repetition is Amanda. As we know, many times the word Amanda is repeated. See, here it is. In the first stanza 3 times, and third stanza again 3 times, and in the fifth stanza also it's repeated for 3 times. So that is what is repetition. Poets often use or repeat single words or phrases, lines, and sometimes even the whole stanzas at intervals to create a musical effect, that is Amanda. So the example is Amanda. Okay, the next one is alliteration. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same sound, same consonant sound. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same consonant sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same consonant sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. It creates a musical effect and enhances the pleasure of reading a literary work. That's alliteration. Here is an example, children. Say, stop that slouching and sit up straight. Here the sound yes has been repeated, which makes the line musical. One more example. Stop that circling at once, Amanda. Here again S sound is being repeated. So these are the examples for alliteration. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same consonant sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Okay. Then let's move on to the next one, metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech that is used to make a comparison between two things that are not alike but do have something in common. Or I'll give you another explanation for metaphor. Metaphor is a poetic device used when an indirect comparison is made between two different things or ideas. The poetic device metaphor is used when an indirect comparison is made between two different things or ideas. In this form, the poet uses the device of metaphor in the second, fourth, and the sixth stanzas. That is what is Amanda compares herself with a mermaid, then with an orphan, then with a Rapunzel, the Disney princess. Then what do you mean by metaphor, children? Metaphor is a poetic device. It is used when an indirect comparison is made in between two different things or ideas. So here in this poem, the poet uses the device of metaphor in the second, fourth, and the sixth stanzas. That is what is the stanzas given within the parentheses. So in that lines, in those three lines, Amanda compares first with a mermaid, then with an orphan in the street, and finally with a Rapunzel, the Disney princess. That is what is metaphor. Then the last one is allusion. Allusion, what do you mean by allusion, children? Allusion is a reference to a historical figure, or we can say it's a reference to mythological characters. So allusion is a reference to a historical figure of significance or a reference to mythological characters. Allusion is often used to state complex ideas in simple ways. Here we can say mermaid and Rapunzel are two mythological characters. So that is what is the usage of allusion. So what is allusion? It's a reference to a historical figure of significance or a reference to mythological characters. Example, mermaid and Rapunzel. I hope you understood the rhyme scheme and the poetic devices used in the poem Amanda. Children, it's very sad to say only 35 students have watched the video that I sent you in the morning. What happened to the other children? You are not interested in studying English? Children, you have to take it seriously. Just watch the two videos. This is what is only 8 or 9 minutes video. It's a short video that I told you in the morning. So don't forget to watch the videos and write the notes and assignment in your notebook and send it to me in Google Classroom. Okay, children. Thank you so much.